Hey, morning, Rodney here. So this is a big day because what we have here today is the bees. So without further ado, I don't know if you can hear them. So they're inside this wooden box. There's the top of it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube if you want to know all how this box works, but clearly here's the queen. She's in there. So I haven't opened her up to inspect her yet. I'll do that before I load the beehive. There's Trevor. He's pretty nervous about the bees, so he's probably not going to help me load him into the beehive. So one thing I did do is I took a gallon of water and I boiled it and I added 4 pounds of sugar to it. I put some of that in here. And I'm going to put some of it in here to take it out to the feeder. I got a bee feeder that goes on top of the hives to help them get established. And the spray bottle is to help them like eat and be happy. So the hive is out here in the sun. So right now I'm not necessarily gonna load them. It's only like 65 out today, so it's not super hot. But if you look out there, see it? Right there. So I just want it to be like not in the sun when I load them because they're supposed to be cool. So I'll probably put these cats down in the basement. And Charlie, say hi. Anyway, enough Charlie. I put the cats down in the basement, the bees actually, until this afternoon. That's cool. And then, so maybe we'll turn this thing back on and get some more video. Thanks, bye. Hey, Rodney here. So, this is it. We're coming on towards dusk. This is going to be the view from the beehive. It's not very good. The contrast is going to change here, but you know, that's what the bees are going to be looking at in the morning, right? Because that's their beehive. Okay, setting up here, elevated off the ground, probably 3 feet. So it's going to give me a nice working level when I come out here. You know, right there, I'm touching the bottom surface. So this height right here is going to be, the honey super will be at this height for me. So hopefully that works. Hopefully we get honey. Here's the bees. Now I just sprayed them with some sugar water. Handy dandy spray bottle. I also have the first load to go. Looks like urine, but this is the first load of sugar water to go in the hive top feeder. I can show you that in a minute, but here's the bees. They're pretty chill right now. On account I just gave them some sugar water, but they're you know, they're busy. They're all hanging off the top. Queen's in there. She's on this side. Can you see her? Yeah, me neither. So I gotta go get some more tools because I don't know what the queen container is going to look like when I pull it out of there. Typically it's in a little box about that big, but sometimes there's candy in there, sometimes there's not. And if there's not, I need to provide the candy. So I got some marshmallows inside. So I'm gonna go get that. Let me give some tools. Let me give some protective clothing, long sleeves and a hood. It's funny, I was watching on YouTube a video of a man doing this, and very experienced, clearly done it many times. And he's all no suit, nothing, you know, and they had to cut the video when he got stung up under his beard. So I don't want that to happen to this guy. So let me go get some tools and we'll be back and we'll do a couple more scenes. Thanks. Hey, Rodney here. So let me step back. Here's my Man Lake We Love Bees suit all the way down. Elastic cuffs on the boots. Elastic here. This is zipped on. And you know how you buy something new or you're doing something for the first time and you find yourself, you do something and you're like, oh crap, I gotta back up because I should have done this before I did that. So that's why you're seeing me with the suit on. But I will tell you that this suit can be put on by one person without issue. You can actually look down, you know, like you're looking at your belly button, and see these zippers, and then reach around your neck and do it. So right now I'm secure with the exception of my gloves, which is right here. This all came from a kit from Man Lake, Minnesota, right? So they actually have offices elsewhere too, but it started in Minnesota. So Man Lake, we love bees, M-A-N-N, gloves. Let me show you this though while I'm at it. So this other stuff, I got all this from Man Lake. So smoker, I'm about to start that up. Brush for getting the bees off. There's some smoker fuel. There's the O'Reilly's hat, for a shameless plug for O'Reilly's. Great customer service. Now the bees are a little excited. Makes me a little nervous. So I'll spray them down, that sugar stuff. And I'll probably get the smoker going. This should only take me about 3 or 4 minutes, actually. Watching this happen on the internet. Go YouTube. Should only be that long. So, but I will get the smoker going because I'd like to smoke them out. Now, what's interesting about the smoker, I always saw this before. I'm like, oh, there must be some special herb or some homegrown or something you put in there to make the bees chill. And the answer is no, it's smoke. So you need to make smoke. Sticks, leaves, whatever. I have some product that you can pay for. Although, as you can see around me, there's no shortage of dead wood. There's some right there, look. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll let you go. We'll be back. I'm going to get the hive ready. I'll show you what that looks like after I do it. And thanks. All right, Rodney here again. So I got a smoker going. Actually, this didn't really do like I thought it would do. So here you got your smoker. You know, you can, I don't know if you can see it. But when I don't have much going for smoke right now. There we go. So watch. It seems to piss them off. So any of my friendly beekeeper friends out there, let me know if I'm doing that wrong. All right, so I'm setting up the entrance reducer to be the smallest size. That way, since it's a new hive here, they can defend it better with a smaller opening. I'm pulling one frame out, so Queen's gonna hang in there. I still have to open the box. The Queen is in there. So this is another, I forget the name of the box. These are Langstroth hive boxes. So this one, that one will go on top. So they'll basically fill this one up and grow up into that. There's nothing between these two. So you crawl up out of these frames up into the next set of frames. Below this hive, on the table, these are square so they stack real easy. Below there is a feeder. So I'm going to put it up there empty and then fill it just because it'll be easier to lift and do all that. And then you've got whatever that thing's called with a vent hole in it, and then the top cover. And that's really it. That's about everything here. So, still smoking. All right, thanks. Hey, Rodney here. So now it's go time. I've got a filming assistant, the lovely Tara. So what I'm going to do two things that have been suggested to chill them out. I'm going to give them some sugar. I'm going to spray it on them so they'll be interested in sugary sweetness and not in stinging me. I'm going to go gloveless for initially, and then when it gets to dumping the whole bucket of bees out, I'm going to probably put them on. So I'm just going to spray right through that grating. You can see how they start to chill out because they're like, oh, I got syrup on me. So hit them on both sides. So now they're kind of chill. I'm going to smoke them a bit. I hope it doesn't piss them off. All right. Now I'm going to open this bad daddy, my hive tool. Now I'm expecting to find under here, if I can get it open, a can, if all the videos are right, which has sugary, syrupy goodness in it. Oh, and some bees. Now this is a piece of plywood and I didn't get it all the way. Maybe an example how not to do it. Alright, so there's no can in here, which confuses me. I'm going to set these guys right there. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm going to actually pound this down a little bit to get them down out of my way. And I'm going to get my gloves because I'm starting to get scared. I've never done this before. Again, Man Lake gloves, we know bees. I think I have 2 left hands. No, it's L for large. Alright, so now I'm way less scared.
Give me one of those.
Here comes Trevor. We're filming right now too. You can come. They're not flying around.
You need to get me one of those.
Now I was expecting a can of like food. This should be the queen.
Mom, will you get me one of those?
So we should inspect it. Careful not to
queen?
crush any of them. I should see a queen in here. There's a single queen in there with a piece of cork. Oh shoot. Trevor, will you run and get the marshmallows that are on the kitchen table?
Wait, are we like...
There's a bag of marshmallows on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
So I've now learned that there's no candy in this one. I'm going to put this cover on here just to keep these guys chill. Now I want to make sure that the queen is alive. Can you see her? She's got no dot on her, which I'm told they should have dots on them. Can you see her? But it is what it is. So when Trevor comes back with the candy, I'm going to pull that cork out, which doesn't look very professionally installed. And I'm going to put a piece of, I want 1 marshmallow. Pull that off. No, no, no. So I'm going to set her down. This is highly coordinated since I've never done it before. Alright, so I need to pull this cork out and then put a marshmallow in there. She's trapped. She can't get you. Okay, so here's my marshmallow. And I brought, for this purpose, a razor blade. I didn't get my razor blade out. So maybe next time I'll be more prepared. I've seen pocket knives used for this.
It's all good. Come on over.
But what's the razor blade except a pocket knife without the pocket? All right, so I'm gonna do this
there's
over
the
here.
queen in there?
Yeah, the queen is in there. She's just a slightly larger bee. Try to pop this cork out without pushing it in. If she gets trapped in there, it's bad. So when this cork pops out, I need to put my finger over it. Well, I need to keep her in there. This is a longer story. You got to do some research on why, but she needs to stay in there for a few days. So I rolled the cork off and put my finger over the hole. And then here's her new plug. Now, if you think about it, a marshmallow for a plug is edible. So she's now trapped in there with marshmallow. It'll be eaten out over the next couple of days. And it's kind of sketchy having all those bees there. So she needs to hang low. She needs to be below the surface of this so that I can put the next frame set on. There's some way to do this with this metal job. The bees are starting to get a little excited, I see, which makes me nervous.
What is that?
It's a smoker.
So smoke chills them out, apparently. Alright, so once I hang her in here, I'm just doing this to hang over a frame.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to hang.
It's all right, son.
I'm going to kind of wedge her in there. Oh, wait. So I have her hanging candy down, which is fine. She's the only one in there. There's some debate about candy down or candy up. But if she's the only one in there, you can't go wrong. Candy down, because if she dies, then she dies. Alright. So now I'm going to put my gloves back on. Now I just got to get the rest of the bees in there with her and then close it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little top piece here and just basically brush these cats off. Actually, shake them off here. Oh, this must be their food. That's what this is. So I'm just going to gently brush, because if they start dying, they get pissed. I think I'm just going to stick this in there. I'll come back for it in a couple days when the queen is out, because they stuck to it. It's not going to hurt anything to be in there. Alright, so now what we do is I'm just going to pour these bees in there. Try to focus them on the hole. So I'm going to do a tap here again to knock them off, get them out the way. And then I'm going to dump. Try to get them in the hole. This is freaky. So there's roughly 10,000. And I have a lot of faith in this suit right now. There we go. It's like freaking pouring cereal out of a cardboard box. Alright, so I'm not going to pour all of them out because it just won't happen, right? So I'm going to put this next to the... I crushed some bees, that's bad. I'm going to put that next to the hive so that they can find their way in. And now, I'm going to brush it. So my next goal is to put this on here, but I don't want to crush these cats. So I'm going to brush them off to get them kind of down in there so that they don't get crushed when I put this on. Oh, this is so sketchy. So I am nervous. I'll give you that. I hear the crushing sound of some poor ladies. Okay, so now the bee feeder go on. So they'll be able to crawl up here and drink their food, which I will now pour in. Pour it in the starboard side.
Okay.
So that's about a gallon. This will hold probably 3 or 4, but that'll get them started and I can make more. So having the bee feeder on there, put the cover on with the vent hole, put top cover on, and that's it. They're loaded. That's all you do. How'd I do? Hey, Rodney here. So I'm a little sweaty because inside that suit it's warm. There's the beehive. Initial thoughts. One, the bees really weren't after me. After I took the suit off, I kind of flew by and I became much more nervous. So if nothing else, the suit gives me a great deal of confidence to be in and around the bees. In fact, after I loaded them, I sat there and watched them, you know, who's doing what. Very confident sitting watching them with that suit on. Naked, I would have been nervous. So, but one thing I know that I should have done differently is that little feeder thing that was covered with bees. I put it in there. Bad idea, because what you want to do is once you hive the bees, you want to give 2 or 3 days to the queen to dig out. And you want to give a week and a half, 2 weeks to let them establish, start building honeycomb without being disturbed. I mean, I'll probably go out there and add some food to the top, but I won't break into the actual frames where they are hanging out. But I'm going to have to do that. To get that thing out, I'm going to have to pull frames out. Because I won't be able to get my little hand down there to pull that thing out. And by then, they may have built up structure around it, so it might be stuck in there. So I might have to go in there with the hive tool and pry it out. So in hindsight, I should have left that on the table with the box for them to finish it off and leave on their own. So anyway, let me know if I did anything wrong, those of you who have done this before. Thanks, bye.